Hello everyone. I've got some friends here. We're here in Melbourne at Victoria's lovely home, and we've just had a Gene Keys experience for the last 2 days, which has been really insightful and really amazing, and I thought I'd make this brief video sharing a little bit about it and have these beautiful people also share a little bit. So this is Costa, and Costa might want to say a few words because he's been around the Gene Keys for a while.
Thanks Charlie. Invisible mic. So I've been around the Gene Keys for 4.5 years. I probably haven't shared this experience with you guys actually, how I came about it. But the story of how it came to me was I was in Sydney with, at the time I was dating someone, and my mum had sent through an email to me. And in the email she had put in, I'm reading this new book, these 2 new books, and one of them was the Gene Keys. And the 2 words just struck out at me, and I was like, okay, what is this? And I quickly went onto the website, and then I was completely drawn into it. Ordered the book online, and I came back home, and the day itself I had received the book. I had a breakup, so the girl that I was dating decided to break up with me, and I was like, if you just wait a little bit, I think the answers might be in the Gene Keys. Really, it was really like that, and I thought, you know what, just come on, and I felt like when I opened up the page, I'd always feel this like a treasure, and I really felt like I don't want to ruin it, so I decided just to put it down. I may read like a passage or 2, but I wanted to cherish it. I didn't want it to go away. For me it was something sacred, because the Gene Keys is something of a sacred knowledge, so it is there to be respected, and I could feel its energy. And as a confirmation of that, I would actually be in bed, and when I was in bed and I slept, the morning when I woke up, I had these codes, like binary codes, coming into my body, a bit like the Matrix of 0 and 1s. And I just heard the voice say to me, drop. I'm like, what? So I said the word drop. When I said the word drop, a rush of energy just came out, like a download just swept out of me. And I said it again, I said the word drop, and then again, this whole rush of energy just went off. And I realized it was just shadows, which you'll learn about. The shadow is sort of like your fear, the fear that you have to a particular situation or something that's in you, in your wound. And I felt that was just dropping away, and I was just feeling in a space, I was being cushioned by softness, and there was never a thought of the breakup that I had. There was just no suffering. I was literally in a state of bliss. And currently I serve as a media coordinator for Gene Keys Society, and we do social media online to help people to overcome or to go and work with the Gene Keys in a playful manner. That's just my story. So thank you.
Amazing. And this experience for the last 2 days was the Epiphany Experience, is that what it's known as?
Yes, that's right, yeah, thank you. So the Epiphany Experience, so for those who are new to the Gene Keys, or even those who have been in it for a while, is to devote 2 days of your life where you choose one particular Gene Key from your profile. And the profile is a hologenic profile, which means it's holographic in nature, which means it's interconnected in many different areas, and it's also multi-layered as well. And when you choose this one specific Gene Key, what we start off with is we go through, there are invocations, and with each invocation you allow each of those to go through into your body, and through that emerges an epiphany. And there are other tools such as discourses, which are talked about, his own story of how the Gene Keys emerged. And you can use the book. There's also a program called the Golden Path, which is seen as the compass. And then you have your map, which is the holographic, hologenic profile. And through these 2 days, which we've all explored, we have or we are experiencing epiphanies as we come across through our contemplations in our specific Gene Key. So, yeah.
Awesome. And most of you probably know this one, Kelly. And then we have Victoria, and this is actually Victoria's home in Middle Park, right next to the beach here in Melbourne. And if you want to share a little bit, Victoria, about how you found the Gene Keys or how long you've known about the Gene Keys.
Okay, thank you, Charlie. I came across the Gene Keys about 6 years ago. I've been in the world of human development and for about 22 years, and so I remember sort of, going, oh, okay, I'll check this out, and I did, and I actually bought the Kindle version of the book, and I remember just opening it up, and I was completely and utterly blown away, to be perfectly honest. I felt the transmission very, very deeply when I first read it, and it's one of those things that when you first read it, it sort of, you need to settle within you, because it just went beyond anything that sort of sat in my mind. And I got excited about it, and then I sort of devoured the book, and then I read the book again and again, and then I got to the Golden Path. I've been through the activation sequence, and as Costa said, this is the second time I've done the Epiphany Experience with Costa, and we've been through the experience this weekend, and it's been rich, it's been rewarding, it's been a great space to share with you guys, and I'm very grateful to be able to share my space with you and have the learning and bring on the epiphanies. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Kelly, if you want to say just a few quick words about your experience or the Gene Keys or anything.
Yeah, I feel like my journey with the Gene Keys is very rich and mysterious. I found the book 3.5 years ago, saw it on a friend's bookshelf, held it in my hands, put it back down, and then it just seemed like the book kept following me. I was in Boston at a random bookshop and it was there on the table, and I think it was finally about a year ago I started to get a bit more interested. We bought the book maybe 2 years ago and started reading it, and now it's my first real dive into experiencing it with others. So I loved the weekend. Gave me a lot of spaciousness to really drop into what this work has to offer and see within myself gifts and shadows, and yeah, it's great. It's great.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for sharing. I think we'll wrap it up there. But just wanted you all to meet some of my Gene Key fellow travellers through the Gene Key experience, and yeah, I find this work to be very, very enriching. So I know a lot of people who follow me are into human design, and the Gene Keys somewhat sprung off from human design, but I find the Gene Keys to be slightly more feminine and human design to be slightly more masculine. So it's just another tool and system and beautiful piece of wisdom and knowledge that you could experience and journey into yourself if you get the calling. But I think we'll wrap it up there. Okay. Goodbye everyone.